Hey Milo, what do you think about the music business? You have any words on it? Do you know how to get a million plays on Spotify? Does it really matter? Well, but it smells good, doesn't it? Yeah, just showcasing you. So let's talk about music production. Um, does it really matter? What is a professional sound? And is it worth paying a so-called professional to mix and master your own songs? So in my opinion, I've been diving into some music that got recorded in an actual studio. Everything got treated, professional microphones, professional setups, people that knew what they're doing. And I was diving into what they created. Then I was diving into what I know and how I want like my sound to be like. Because my sound has reverb. That's like one of my sounds that I use mostly. So I remastered one of my songs that I recorded in the actual studio, and um, I used a different application to get the stems from the master. So when I dive into the stems, I've noticed that there was like drop offs in the vocal. And those drop offs in the vocal, um, I mean, yeah, I could play around with compression, play around with the gains and shit like that, but I decided to try to do some backup vocals. When you hear the song, you could hear that. Then the first verse you could hear a little bit drop off a little bit, but the bass that I added a totally like new bass lines and new everything in terms of the bass into the song, so it covered completely. All of that plus my backing vocals covered it also, and the original idea of this song is to me or have like a short rap verse in it, and I did that. And personally, I think it sounds clean, it sounds good. But to dive back into paying people to mix and master produce, so first off, that's been still a huge talking point of people that want to be a part of the music industry. And another talking point is marketing. Does that matter more than production? In my opinion, yes. As long as the production is decent, I would say at least 70% good. And if you have a really good marketing campaign, that song could get plays. That song could be good and could be where it needs to be at. But if we're just talking about a really good song without no marketing behind it, then there's nothing. It's not gonna be as much. You could even see that in the three monopolies, Warner, Universal, and freaking Sony. Dive into some of these artists that signed to these people, and you can see what artist gets promoted the most. Now, most people would say these three companies, they got music down to a science. They are as professional could be. Now, with that being said, why do they choose to promote one artist more than another artist? Well, it comes down to how much money they think they could make off of one artist. Um, you could dive into Doja Cat. Like, she was doing nothing until she made a stupid song called Moo. Then she kind of blown up. Then the labels decided to help her out more often. But